Hey, what's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another great, epic episode of Just My Opinion Reviews. Guys, we are talking Paradise. This is episode 5, titled In the Palaces of Crown King. Xavier faces the consequences of his investigation, forcing him to consider how to proceed. Meanwhile, Cal's family history and his last days are examined. Guys, if you did not know, me and my guests are going to talk about this episode in spoiler form. We're going to spoil it up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. That is your warning. And if you're liking all of this energy, you can subscribe to my channel, Lamont's channel. We got our social media handles on the screen. His information is in the description box of this video. Lamont, thank you for being here, sir. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Thank you for allowing me to co-pilot with you on a wonderful show. Definitely one of the top 3 shows of the year so far, and it's been excellent. Really enjoying this ride.
Already, man. I'm enjoying the ride as well. And really, thank you for being here, man. If y'all don't know, he wasn't going to say nothing. He is just not feeling 100%, a little bit under the weather, but he is trucking along, not complaining. So shout out to him. Say hello in the comment section. And subscribe. Lamont, let's get into this, man. Billy, he died at the end. And it was evil, conniving Jane that was the culprit. And this episode, man, she was put on her Oscar-worthy performance. Oh God, Billy! Oh, those crocodile, evil white tears, man, are quite disgusting. I did enjoy the episode overall. I do have a small nitpick, and we will get to it. Maybe you can make some sense of it. Maybe be like, okay, the reason why they did this is because of X, Y, Z, and this connects to this right here. And so hopefully you can. But if not, I do have, a large question at something that happened in the middle of the episode as far as the plot is concerned. But man, this was a sad episode. I mean, the last episode was shocking, or it attempted to be shocking. This episode was very sad to me, man. We got a lot of backstory. Also, the story did progress in present, time as well, going linear. I did like that, but we got a lot. We learned a lot about the family, man. And what just touched me was just the relationship between Jeremy, Cal, and the grandfather, and kind of how that concluded. But we're gonna get into it. But how did you feel about this episode, man? And the follow up to Agent Billy Pace being taken out by his love mistress.
Oh, it was excellent, man. It was just unbelievable. I want to say this was probably, if not my second favorite episode of the season so far. They gave us so much insight into the president's family, as you said, but they also gave us insight into his paramour and the family lineage of loving dark-skinned sisters runs right in the bloodlines because the son is messing around or falling in love with a dark-skinned sister.
This is true.
Them sisters are always having to save the planet. And I thought that they done a great job of, when they wrote this story, B. Avery, they didn't know what would be going on in present day America. It was a microcosm of exactly what's going on in America, where you've got some billionaires wanting to play the role of damn near Thanos, being selective about who gets what resources and keeping others out. I thought it was fantastic.
Yes, about that. Did you see the level of control they had on the sky when they changed the hey, we need some clouds in here. This is not summertime. I was like, wow, that's interesting. I mean, that's necessary, I guess, but it's weird. Have you seen The Truman Show? 90s film, Jim Carrey? Please say yes.
No.
Oh, have you heard of it at least?
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard. I feel like I've seen it because I've heard so much about it.
In my opinion, it's a must see. It kind of reminds me of this. I don't want to say any more, to overhype it, but just put it on the list. But
okay.
I'm on the fence, Lamont, about how I feel about Cal and the daddy, about who was right and who was wrong. Because at the very beginning of this, he's like, you know what? He was a sorry. Okay, so we found out that the daddy got all the power. He got the authority. You know what I'm saying? He got the stamp of approval. You know, he's the head, one of the head people in charge because he's an oil man. You know, that's their family business. Fracking, you know, he can find the seams in the crust of the earth and the soil or whatever, you know. And that was interesting. Said that his son was a lousy oilman. He wanted to go be a teacher. He was like, no, you're not going to do that. On one hand, I'm like, you need to let your children be what they want to be. But on the other hand, he's like, hell no, man. I'm not about to let you, I don't want to say waste your life, because you can have a nice, fun, loving, fulfilling life as a high school teacher, and there's nothing wrong with that. But in the eyes of the father, he's like, man, I want you to reach your full potential. Hence him becoming the president of the mother freaking United States of America, you know. And I kind of respect him kind of putting his foot down at the same time. Like, no, you're going to do this. I am not a teenager. You're not. Hey, enough of that. This is happening, Kyle. I don't know which way I want to lean, man, or who I agree with more. I see both sides, man. And when I was watching the episode, I was like, I cannot wait to ask Lamont this. How do you feel about that scene? Because it was just a great way for me, at least, though, how they started things off.
I'll tell you this, I've had to evolve in my thinking because Avery, when I first started college, I wanted to be an early child care teacher until a fine girl told me, how you going to get a woman on an early child care education's salary?
Salary, yeah.
And literally, Avery, that made me go into respiratory medicine, literally.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I feel like that was wrong, per se, because at the end of the day, well,
wait. Wrong on the daddy?
No.
Or wrong on Cal?
I feel like it was wrong on the daddy because at the end of the day, you should do what gives you joy to get up. And if your family is already rich, you can put things in place to supplement your son's greatness, even as a teacher. Mm-hmm. You've got enough duckies that you can put foundations in place for the man. You can put stocks and stuff in place for the man. He can still be a powerful person with the legacy you created and teach and educate kids. One big issue I have with our country is that we need to be glorifying those type of jobs. Teachers.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. That
100%. Instead of us always looking at basketball players and the riches they have, someone needs to come along, maybe me when I blow up, and put teachers on a pedestal. Show them with nice cars, nice women, nice husbands, nice homes. All these things that suck people in based on our society. But we really need to be teaching people, figure out a way to do what gets you out of bed every single day and make that earn you a living, and you will never feel like you're working.
Yeah. I like it, man. I have a lot of respect for teachers. It takes a lot of patience. It's something that I just couldn't do. When I graduated school, I got a job offer to be a tutor, and I just couldn't do it. I was like, but anyway, I agree with you 100%. Also, with this episode, man, it just really goes to show, of course, tomorrow's not promised, man, and cherish your loved ones, man. When they're trying to spend time with you, Cat was really trying to kick it with his son, Jeremy. Like, hey, man, let's do this, let's do that. And he just kept getting blown off. The son told him, I wish you would have died with the rest of the world. Now, my father has frustrated me a time or two before, and that's normal. But my gosh, he ain't never made me as mad to say something like that. But does he have a right to say that? I mean, Cal be leaning on that alcohol, man. Every other scene, he was pulling up. up. Now, granted, to give him credit, we have never seen him falling out drunk, passing out, throwing up, acting belligerent, crazy in case I'm missing something. He ain't never missed a important karate tournament or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, he be pouring up, man. So how do you feel about the level of alcohol that he consumes, and also like the relationship with his son and how his son will talk to him? Because that was some gut punches right there, in my opinion.
When you call out somebody for something that is that egregious, it does feel like a gut punch. I don't want to say the son was right, but this is what I think the son was thinking. The son was trying to keep his distance, and the daddy kept poking him.
Oh, I'm
And the
sorry.
son,
Can I throw another little nugget in there for you? I
yeah,
forgot. My
please,
fault.
please, yeah.
Also, this has to go with, does the son have a right to be pissed off and talk to his daddy like that? Because, and correct me if I'm wrong, the son has to know what's really going on outside. Because he was like, he said you didn't stand up that and you didn't say nothing. You knew, so that makes you complicit. Complicit to what? Now we know the granddaddy know, but if that's the case, how does the son? What was that exchange about as well? So I got to throw that in there as well. I know that's a lot, but you good at this. I believe in you.
Yeah.
What you got?
The son was talking about Cal being complicit in the selection of the individuals that went down in the cave. Okay. And then just saying goodbye to everybody else that got wiped away in the tidal wave. And I love how they did the art for this episode, where they flash back and you can see the Washington Monument at first in all its full glory. Then later on in the episode, you just seen the top of it with the lights blinking because the tsunami had hit. And so his son is obviously a progressive person. He's frustrated, number one, that his dad just basically could have stopped this whole thing, brought down as many people down there as possible. He feels like his dad had that power. The problem is his dad did not have that power. And that's where he's wrong on that. Secondly, he does have a right to be mad at an individual who was drunk, and we don't know what the situations was of how drunk the dad was in missing situations, causing bad behavior. We don't know if the son knows that he's stepping out on the mama, which could add more insult to the injury.
I forgot about that.
And if he knows about that, and you couple it with the drinking, you couple it with he basically decided to let all them people die, you got a recipe for a son who's a progressive and a lover of people who's going to explode.
Well, I'll give you the latter half, man, about somebody ready to explode, but that's not a recipe for a progressive. I mean, a progressive is a good thing, right?
Yeah, he loves people. He wants everybody. He wanted the dad to do something to make sure everybody got down.
I'm tripping. I read that wrong. Yeah. Okay. I got you. Yeah, man. Billy's dead, but we got a little bit of him in this as well. Jane, this evil wench. Ooh, I wish she got a lot coming, man. Where's the picture of her? She needs to get it by the end of the episode. I mean, by the end of the season.
Yes.
You know what I want to see? This is what I want to see. I want to see her Robinson beat her ass. A nice little cat fight between the two of them. I want it choreographed nice. I want some feet in the face. Nothing. I'm dead serious. Nothing. And just in case, I'm not talking about anything sexual, but I want Robinson to just really put it on her. Just a few two pieces, body slam. That would be very, very entertaining to me, man. But anyway, Jane had the sprinklers on, man. She was crying on the floor when Xavier discovered the body. She was crying at the funeral. What do you think? What do you think about Jane, man? You think people gonna find out, or how you think that's gonna pop off?
Man, let me tell you something. Since I've been doing this tour of Hollywood, trying to get my stories and things to fruition, I've had a chance to meet people that actually watch me and you do our reviews. And they tell me that they love it when I give people pet names, like people, because that means that they're evoking a certain emotion that I'm so upset with them. And I can't think of nothing for Jane except for that bitch.
Hey, that's fine with me.
Sick. Yeah. Boy, be Avery. The chick put on more crocodile tears than the whole state of Florida. Down there crying, wailing. She's at the funeral crying, wailing. I want to see Robinson beat up her and Sinatra. That's what I want to see. Yeah. I want to see Robinson put them paws on both of them. The question one thing I know for sure, she's going to die. Jane is going to die. jumping the neck Jane is gonna die. She will die. It's just a matter of how she does it. And I'm interested to see where she goes because Xavier don't really know that she's done this.
Right.
Now I think he's starting to put some things together because we've seen the pairing of him and Robinson kind of teaming up, which I adore, love it.
Yes.
But they still don't really know about Jane. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, man, we'll see where it goes. I'm glad you said that. That's where I was going to take it next is we do have Xavier and Robinson, teaming up at the funeral. And it's just like, hey, man, them samples didn't show up. They didn't show up. And who was the one person that has control over that? And they look at it, a lot of people like your name, Sinister Sinatra, great job right there.
Yeah.
So they are putting stuff together. And Xavier caught her out. Now, she was like, look, I forgot exactly what she said, but my circle of trust stays. She said, like, basically, I only trust you. He was like, hey man, you was dating the murder victim, so my circle of trust stops right here as well. So he kind of walked away. But they did link up again at the bar. And they have something in common. Because at the time, Xavier hasn't discovered the body yet. This was at the beginning of the funeral for Cal. But when he found out that he lost Billy, and when they met up at the bar, they both had something in common. She lost the president. He lost his best friend. She said that she loved him. And we're going to get to them as well because they had some interesting moments too, man. But I got to say, man, the teaming up of Sterling, black man, Robinson, black woman, on this show, I like it. Because, and I like Robinson too. I want to hear your opinion on Robinson. I'm liking her more, they may have been doing this on purpose, just kind of making her seem like she got to stick up her butt, just, being angry and mean all the time. Just, I hate to say it, she just seemed like, the angry black woman. Don't unsubscribe. Don't.
Oh, my Lord.
Okay. But, no, but for real, though, they just kind of made her out to be a turd, but she's coming around and, they're giving her character reasons to be that way because something is awry. Something is boiling under the, I can't think of nothing clever to say, but y'all know where I'm trying to go. But I like all that, man. You have any commentary there or anything you want to add?
I think they're doing a great job with the layers they're putting in Robinson. And when you talk about her character kind of having to stick up her butt, look at the type of organization she's the leader of, B. Avery. And then she's a woman, and then she's a minority. She probably does have to have a stick up her butt because people are always challenging her. Yeah. And secondly, look at the giant secret she's having to keep. She's sleeping with the president. In essence, her ass is really the president because old white cracker bread loves to dip his crackers in that chocolate. And
yeah, but wait. We can't. You can't use it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we can't use it as a reason to like feel sorry for her. She shouldn't be doing that anyway. Sleeping with the president.
No. I'm not saying feel. Nothing in what I said feel sorry for her.
Okay, my bad.
I'm highlighting why her character probably was as intense as the character was.
Okay, my bad.
Because she's holding multiple facets underneath that galore. That's what she's doing.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, she could have controlled the presidency if she wanted to, because when she was about to walk out, Cal divulged the secret of guns to her.
Yes. And about that,
and got her to come right on back.
She was like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to jump too far ahead." Yeah, man. Yeah, he got a. He talked too much. I don't know why. I couldn't get that out, but yeah, he's just like, do you really think that people down here are this powerful? Not having any protection, and it really just goes to show, like, man, you go from how many people in the country? 330 million. 330 million to 25,000. There is going to be a definite exchange of power. Especially if you built the place. And it is a secret. Not everybody in the government knew about this. Not everybody in his administration probably knew. So, he just seemed powerless though. But I'm jumping too far ahead. She wanted more. She was in love. Do you think that he was in love with her? He said no more She said no more trinkets. I can't keep coming down here like I'm your little whore. I do like the fact that she stood her ground and was like, we shouldn't be doing this. Of course, you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. But at least she stopped. But Cal, he was opening up his heart of love, just like, hey, I only have this job for a few more months. I can divorce my wife, and we can be together and hold hands in the street and take pictures together. Do you believe him? Was he being truthful, honest, or was he just trying to hit it a few more times?
Nah, once you go black, you don't go back. He loved that woman.
Okay,
Like I said, he
I'm
wanted to
not
put his
sure.
white
Yeah.
cracker bread in there, and he wasn't trying to pull it out. Um, what I really want to know, because they're keeping this person on a hush hush, not giving us much into this person. What is going on with the wife? They showed
Okay.
her at the funeral,
Okay.
and they played some diabolical music. The camera angles made my spidey senses tingle. Something is afoot with that wife, B. Avery. Something is afoot, and something is a foot and a half. I want to know exactly what is going on with that wife. What does she know? Because she knows that her husband was cheating on her. She knows that.
You think so?
She's aware of that.
You
Yeah,
think
yeah,
so?
she's aware. 100% she's aware. She's
Okay.
aware.
Okay. Okay.
What is her role in everything that's going on down there? That's what I want to know.
Y'all, I don't know. But if y'all have an idea of what the wife's role is in this whole scenario, put it in the comment section. What are your theories? What are your questions? Hopefully we can answer them. I like all the comments that we're getting so far. Lamont, do you want to hear my question that I had about this show? My possible issue.
Yeah.
The tablet.
Oh,
The tablet. The
I
tablato.
kind of felt like that. When they showed that tablet underneath the bed, I said to myself, I know B. Avery, he probably gonna have an issue. I said it.
Why do they still have those files of life outside of the compound? If this is some secret and why is that there? Another thing is, the president did not have full access and he thought he did. If somebody does not have full access, why even give them the option to select it, to let them know, oh, you can't see this right here? Why is it even an option to select? Because if they're going to try to access it and they see that they can't access it, they're going to ask some questions. That's going to draw attention to you and possibly expose you. That didn't make sense to me. Does it make? Am I tripping, or do I have a right to have a question there? What are your thoughts, sir?
Well, you're right, and it did expose him. That's why he dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he got exposed, and
No, I'm saying
maybe they.
why are the files that are like, why didn't you delete them hoes? Like why do they exist? For what?
I, I think that they kept those files because they needed that if they ever run out of resources underground and they need to take a convoy up to the top of the people that Sinister Sinatra and make my son not be a teacher daddy, go up to the top, at least they can say, look, we sent an expedition out there, they didn't come back, there is people out there. And
Okay.
if you recall, they saw a woman up there. I'm still hoping that that's Xavier's wife. That's up outside the mountain.
Okay. Okay. Now we see the daddy, the granddaddy is he has Alzheimer's or some form of dementia.
Right.
It's very sad. We saw him earlier in the flashbacks. 1997, to believe it, it was making mixtapes. I forgot about this, burning CDs and stuff. He was dropping hints, jewels, talking about Sniper, Pace, Billy is Sniper. Why? So he had to have known. Is he a bad guy? He knew of the murders.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was, and
Well,
I don't understand. I don't understand because he was like, yeah, he was like, I bet you, when he was talking to Cal, he was having an episode. He was like, yeah, I bet you believe what really happened to those 4 people when they went up there. You wasn't too bright, or you was short of a light bulb, or a can and a 6-pack, something like that. And then he was like, sniper, sniper, sniper. Like, is Sinatra not concerned with his daddy spilling the beans?
well, no, because he's got dementia and Alzheimer's. She can easily write that off as dementia and Alzheimer's. And secondly, he might not know that Billy killed those people, but he might know Billy is a killer because Sinatra says she brought multiple killers down there. And because of the money that the daddy had to put into the system, because of the daddy's technology in escalating the place, he probably knew all these things, but he probably don't know to what degree things Billy has done. But he probably know Billy is definitely a killer. And it's easy for her to just say, since his dementia is eating up his brain and his brain is half worm, half brain, he just make up stuff.
Okay. Y'all let us know what y'all think, man. But Lamont, this is I want to ask you who you think about this person right here, because you have been saying all throughout the show that you don't trust this person. Talk about Miss Gabriella. Now,
oh boy.
Now, Cal trusted her. We saw why she went to Xavier in the shower. We see the scene now where Cal went to her like, hey, if I'm unavailable, you know, he writing notes to burning CDs for Germany. He had notes on his hand. So Cal trusts her. Do you trust her now? What you think about Gabriella, man? Is she an ally or is she a foe?
God, you put me on the hot seat tonight, man.
Hot seat.
Let me put it to you like this. I want to trust her, but I don't.
Okay.
I really do want to trust her, but I don't.
She's not as bad as Jane, though. She's not as bad as Jane, though, is she?
No. So this is my opinion of the doctor. Right now, I think she's in a precarious situation where she is potentially evil, but she has a heart. She has morals. And something along the lines is going to change her to bring her to the side of right. She could be someone who sacrifices herself because she realizes what she has done is so wrong and egregious that she might get on the Collins Robinson side before this thing is all said and done. But in this moment, can't trust her.
Yeah, man, because remember, she's the one that selected all the people, man. So you know, she's complicit in this as well. So we're
does that mean she helped select? Does that mean she helped select Billy and the other killers?
Maybe she didn't know there was killers though. But you do raise a good point, though, man. You do raise a good point. But also, Cal, he didn't make the best decision in this episode. Why would you confront Sinatra like this? Hey, I know what you did. I saw the recordings on the expedition. I mean, you was moving smart up until that point. You know, leaving little Easter eggs everywhere. You know, write little notes on your hand, etc. What did you expect her to do? Let you go? I am the president. I am going to tell people, yeah, man, they have a right to know and all that. I feel you, bro, but come on, man. You gotta move better than that. You know, you playing checkers over here. She playing 3D chess. I was mad. How you feel?
I was thinking to myself, that's Elon Musk and Donald Dumbass Trump. That's exactly what I was thinking. Donald Dumbass Trump is the president, Cal. Elon Musk is Senator Sinatra. You thought you was going to walk your butt down there to the person that's got the purse strings and get in that person's face and be mad that you didn't get access, be mad that they was holding secrets, and you thought you was going to threaten that person?
Yeah.
Really? Come on, man. And then, like you said, he was really acting young and dumb in that moment, B. Avery. That's what he was doing. He was acting very young and dumb. I still want to know, when he put those numbers on that cigarette.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
I want to know, why did Xavier burn it?
You know what? I don't remember that part. I'm sorry. Xavier burnt it?
Remember, Xavier had the cigarette that had the numbers on it, and Xavier burnt it.
For some reason, that's escaping me right now. I believe you. I believe you. I just having a little brain thing right now. That's a good question because I do. We did see Kyle write it down. Do you have any idea at this point what those numbers mean?
No, man. And I know people that follow us and follow me, follow you, they know that we usually know these things. And I don't know what he's talking about. I don't
Mm,
know if those were coordinates. I don't know if that was some kind of a code to get into something.
yeah,
Whatever it was, Xavier burned it up, and I think he burned it up for the sake of he memorized the numbers. That's what I
gotcha.
think. And it could have been the Niner number on an airplane. That's what it could have been.
Yeah,
But I don't see how that would relate to anything in the future.
yeah. How you feeling about the romance between Jeremy and Presley?
I'm cool with
You,
it.
yeah,
I mean, it like father, like son.
yeah,
Once you go black, you don't go back, and it's in the DNA.
yeah. Um, Yeah, good catch. Talking about young people out there, you notice that, he's just playing it cool. He's minding his own business. And, she's
Mhm.
the one that's majority of the time, coming to his side, which is perfectly fine. But
Yeah.
I just noticed that, but he's grieving right now anyway. But at the same time, well, I think there is romance. They were about to kiss. But she could just be a good friend. I mean, the man just lost his daughter. I mean, I'm sorry, the son just lost his father. Um, but it turned into a dangerous situation, man. The granddaddy got confused, man. He was having another episode and put his hands on her. That's really
Mhm.
like Lamont. Even let's play a hypothetical situation, man. Like, let's say that was even escalated further. I don't even know how you would handle something like that legally. Like, what if you hurt her? Man, this
Mhm.
is serious. How do you handle that? I mean, whether they're minor or not, for one, and two, I mean, I don't know the levels of dementia or the levels of severity. I don't know, but it's not their
Mhm.
fault, man. I don't know. These are just things that I was thinking about when I was watching it. Like that made me. I don't. That made me uncomfortable. To be honest with you.
Can
Um,
I add something to what
of
you're
course,
saying?
please add away.
As you talk about how that could have escalated and went the wrong direction, we don't know the levels of police, jail,
Mhm.
punishment, crime, law. We don't know none of that down there
This
because
is true.
they just now started having killings. So we don't know what their doctrine is for law. We don't know what kind of system they are. They running a capitalist system down there? Are they running an oligarchy? Looks like an oligarchy to me. We don't know what is going on down there in terms of crime and punishment.
You know
So
what?
you're right. It could, yeah.
Good point. Good point, sir. And to be honest with you, in today's society, a lot of people don't commit crime, in my opinion, because they have morals. It's not the right thing to do. Most people want to be good, but a
Mhm.
lot of people, also, in my opinion, more than you may think, don't commit crimes because they don't want to do the time. Like they'll be thrown in jail. They don't want to get shot by authorities. Or like, I mean, I would do this, but I don't want to get blown away by authorities. Now, to my understanding, everybody in this paradise is under the impression that there are no weapons down there, but there's still a
Mhm.
code of conduct that they're following. That's really interesting to me. And mind you, even Robinson at one point in time was under the impression that there was no gun. She was like, I missed him. I don't want orange taser guns. So I say all that to say, we don't know the laws down here, but it seems like people are obeying the laws, knowing or possibly knowing that there is no type of firearms to keep them in place or in check. See what I'm saying there? I don't know.
Yeah.
I kind of find that interesting. You
Well,
know,
maybe they don't want to get tased. Getting tased and getting zapped can turn your muscle meat into string, and it don't
yeah.
feel good.
But no, I mean, how you feeling about the daddy though, man? And him grabbing pressure like that. Is it, like I don't know. It was a sucky situation. Jeremy
I
charging
ain't
him.
like it. I got a daughter.
Yeah.
I have a daughter. Well, even if I didn't have a daughter, I still wouldn't have liked it. I didn't like it. I do like that the grandson stepped in and did the best he could to try to de-escalate the situation. But I commend Presley for just saying, "I'm up out of here. I ain't got to take this. I'm out."
Yeah, man. And about this, seeing how the episode started, where Cal was like, "I want to be a teacher," and then by the way it ended, Dad, I have done everything you've asked me to do, and I've hated it all. Are you proud of me? What a slap in the face. All sons seek the approval of their fathers naturally. It's just, I mean, if they're a upstanding person, not if they're just a deadbeat or something like that. And for him to get that slap in the face like that, I was like, I felt really sorry for him, man. But then a few moments later, his dad is going through an episode and think he's talking to Cal and gives him the words that he's been waiting to hear his whole life, and he doesn't hear it, and he dies.
Yeah,
Lamont, that broke my heart, bro. I'm like, I understand Jeremy, and Jeremy did a good job of consoling him and coming over there and apologizing and fulfilling the role. But I was just over here screaming at the TV like, "Hey, man, call your daddy. Daddy, hey, I'm hearing this right now." Granddad, hold on. Pause what you're saying. Daddy, hurry up. Come here. I'm being silly, but I'm being serious. But that really, and the thing about it is, we're in episode 5. Jeremy has been walking around depressed since the beginning of the show. We only thought it was because he lost his daddy, which is a very justifiable reason. Anybody lose a parent, for the most part, are going to be distraught. Not only is he going through that, man, but he held this information that he could not pass on to his father, that he needed, because sometimes, man, we just need that one moment in life, man, to make it worth it, in my opinion. I don't know, but that broke my heart, bro. It really did. It really. I when this episode ended, I was sad because of that.
I feel like I feel like a lot of what happened from that first conversation, Cal was justified, and he should have just took his butt and became a teacher, because he did everything his daddy wanted him to do, and he never got the justification from his daddy that he wanted while he was alive. Yeah. So he should have went on ahead and done what his heart wanted him to do. But I do also like how they filled in the son, and in that moment, the dad also admitted that he was wrong in the way they handled getting people down there. He said Cal was right about everything, and he was proud of him. It just makes me wonder, what is Jeremy going to do? Because I'm seeing a superhero team up now, Jeremy and Presley. They are going to be involved in how this thing shakes up. Yeah. And if they leave us with a cliffhanger for next season by them, some of the people rebelling and going up to the top, because the way it ended with them saying, "You've been lying to us," Sinister Sinatra, she's not going to take kindly to that.
Yeah. That she's not going to take kindly to, Lamont?
What's that?
Xavier staring her down like that in that camera with them lights up there in that ceiling. They're lying to us. Ain't no turning back now, bro. Ain't no turning back. What the cat's out the bag or the, I don't know. You blew the roof off. You at the point of no return, man. Pull your guns out, pull your knives out. Hey, we finna slug it out.
Right.
So, what you? Oh man, he went over to old dude's house like, "Hey man, I need that favor," and he put the code in, up down, left right, BABA.
Right, you remember it? Yeah. Street Fighter joint. Back forward, bow.
Yeah. He did that, man, and put the Xavier was like, "Hey, I know what you did. You killed Billy." And also, man, I almost forgot the conversation that he had with his daughter. "Hey, Billy's dead. Sorry I had to drop this on you. You need you to go upstairs, get your brother, pack a toothbrush." Like you said, she's going to be involved. Yeah, man, this was, what you think about the conclusion, man? Where you think it's going to go? What are your predictions? What are your final thoughts? Let's have it. And what did I leave out? What
The
did I
way
leave out too, if anything?
I feel like you covered most of it, man. The way it ended, I just wanted to go ahead and watch more of it because it's about to be a civil war down that joint. And Sinatra don't know that Xavier and Robinson are going to have access to the guns now. She don't know that. So I'm interested to know, other than G.I. Jane, who else do she have that are going to be killers to take on this growing group of people that are going to try to stand up to the oligarchy? I'm curious to know. The president is a pipsqueak, a biscuit, so he ain't doing nothing. I'm curious to know about the ex-president's wife. What is she up to?
Yeah.
And I'm very curious about Dr. Gabrielle. Like, please don't let me down, but I think she's going to break my heart. I do.
We're going to see. We're going to see. I'll just say, man, it gets better and better, man.
Oh, Lord.
It gets better and better. You know,
Oh, Lord.
I wasn't going to say nothing, man, but I'm just compelled right now. Like, Lamont, episode 7 is serious, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
You didn't
good.
say 6. You said 7.
6 is great. 6 is great, man. I haven't seen 8, but episode 7, man, that's gonna clench your butt cheeks up right there.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't like your butt cheeks getting clenched for no odd reason, you might want to wait till our review to watch episode 7.
It's some good TV. It's some good TV. It's the best episode. 6 is great as well, but 7 is the best episode of the season.
B. Avery, guess who I found on TikTok?
Who is that?
One of the writers of this show is on TikTok. I've been going back and forth.
Hello, writer.
I'm trying to get her to come on the show. If you would be so willing to have young lady on the show, it's a sister at that.
Let's do it.
And do you remember? Do you remember when they showed the scene with the toy house, the toy store?
No, that's slipping me right now.
In episode 1 or 2, they was panning through the scene, and you saw the outside of a toy store. Well, that's legitimately her real toy store.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
If you remember, man, send DM me a timestamp so I can go look at it.
Okay.
That scene.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is going to wrap it up for me and Lamont's recap review reaction for Paradise. Episode 5, titled In Palaces of Crown Kings. Episode 6 is called You Ask for Miracle. Xavier and Robinson execute their plans. Sinister strives to maintain Paradise's current state. It is going down. It is going down. It is going down. Whether you're watching this on my channel or Lamont's channel, make sure you subscribe to both. We would really appreciate it. And guys, we will see you here same time, same place for episode 6. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, before you go, don't forget that I'm B. Avery, that's Lamont, and that's just our opinion. Peace out, and we'll see you next time.